Major developments on the presidential campaign trail, from presumptive nominees to candidates dropping out. Earlier, I talked to Herald Tribune political editor Zach Anderson in this week's Countdown to Vote 2016. Zach, welcome to Studio B. Lots to talk about this week. We'll start with the big news today. John Kasich dropping out of the race. Some Republicans thought he should have done this months ago. Your take?
Yeah, well, he's the last of 16 candidates who opposed Trump to drop out. Now there is one left. It's Donald Trump. It's pretty remarkable. You know, this candidate who, when he got in, nobody really gave him much of a shot. They thought it was for entertainment purposes, but
to help his brand, perhaps.
Yeah, he's proved everybody wrong. He's the last man standing.
He certainly has. And Ted Cruz, less than 24 hours ago, he dropped out. Very interesting. Now we're starting to talk and hear vice presidential picks. He's been coy about this, says he might pick someone from politics. Rick Scott has been on some of the lists, but what do you make of that?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, Florida's a hugely important state, so the state's governor is kind of always going to be mentioned somewhat. I think Trump,
Charlie Crist was mentioned.
Yeah, Charlie Crist was mentioned, and I think Trump wants to flatter the governor a little bit. Wants to court him a little bit, so he's thrown his name out there. It's questionable, though, whether he would be a great surrogate for Trump or whether he adds that much to the ticket.
Right. And Hillary Clinton finding herself being attacked on the left with Bernie Sanders. He just won Indiana, and now Donald Trump. So she's being surrounded, and this is not a good position for a politician, is it?
Yeah, mathematically, Sanders cannot really win the nomination at this point. He would have to just win the remaining contest by overwhelming margins. But he is likely to win some of the contests going forward, and it puts Clinton on the defensive. She's kind of limping towards the nomination at this point.
And her campaign is saying that she's going to definitely spend money in California and a few of these western states now to make it, I guess, the optics of not losing.
She really needs to finish strong and try and bring the party together here to go against Trump.
And Zach, I just want to let our viewers know you have a show over at the HT studio. Tell us a little bit about that as we wrap it up.
Yeah, I have a show, Political Insider, similar to this, just an interview show. And tomorrow we're going to have Richard DiNapoli, who's a local Trump supporter. We'll be posting that on the Herald Tribune website tomorrow afternoon.
All right, Zach Anderson, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.